And that is going to be a slobber knocker of a game right there.
In all my time, I don't remember somebody scoring 4.
Yeah, if I use a word, jetapult. It's actually a word. People don't realize it.
Good try. No soup for you.
And say, go get you some wax beans and
soup for the deli, I know.
yeah, go get you some wax beans and have a good day, man. First downs for Central Clay for 1, 2, 3, 4 quarters. Roll call with a spidget.
Roll call. Spidget.
Spidget.
What are you doing, Braves? Nice. Oh. Hey, look at that. Hey, Neal and Wally, I'm at the game.
Hey, you know you made it big when you make it on the ESPN game day.
Oh, yeah. Well, that was actually for David Doty.
It's sad that Florida's fight song is not a popular fight song.
Well, it was for you and David.
No, it wasn't either. But anyway, but all they do is sit up there and do this. I mean, when Auburn plays their fight song, the whole country knows it's Auburn. When Alabama plays their fight song, the whole country knows it's Alabama. That was Florida's fight song. I had to look on your phone and I saw the big gator.
The big.
But I mean,
so you didn't know that one?
No, I was like, who's he? It's got to be Florida. Is what I was thinking. Nobody knows their fight song. But now, Tony Branson probably knows.
Yeah, Tony Branson knows.
He knows that fight song.
We don't know many Florida Gator fans, except my first cousin Kim, which is going to be calling.
She'll be calling a little bit.
She's going to call about 6:15.
Welcome to the October 6th edition of Sports Chat with Neal and Wally, and we're glad you tuned in. We appreciate it. We enjoy doing this every Sunday night. And Wally, last week we told everybody that Blake Turner with Turner Mowing got all his equipment stolen.
Yeah.
And bless his heart, the police and investigators, everything has been on it. And they have neighbors' surveillance. They got his surveillance. They got surveillance up the road, all this kind of stuff. They come up with 3 photos, and it's just 3 photos. Folks, if you know whose truck this is the truck that took all Blake Turner's equipment. And I hate a thief. Please text me, call me, text Wally, call Wally. If you know whose truck this is, they took Blake Turner's equipment that he earns hard-earned money, blood, sweat, and tears for, and it's not fair. If you know who this truck is, please call me or Wally or myself.
Yeah, let us know for sure, man.
I mean, that's just ridiculous, isn't it?
It is.
So
yes,
hopefully, you know, I've shared it on Facebook. Hundreds of people have shared it on Facebook, but I thought we needed to put it on the show.
Good
people watching all over the nation on Facebook and YouTube. And hopefully we can track down this thug that's stealing people's lawn equipment. Are you kidding me? Come on. Also, I want to give Nathan Knox and the Charles Henderson Trojan Athletic Department, along with the Troy City Schools, a bit of recognition, Wally. I really do. And it's for honoring mine and your friend Mike Lott, who passed away way too soon, and at the homecoming game Friday night. And Charles Henderson was playing Greenville, and the photo you see right here was shown on the Jumbotron in the game several times, along with a moment of silence before the game. I thought it was awesome. Mike wore number 20. And Charles Henderson was part of the state championship 1980 football team. Went on to play baseball at Wallace and then baseball at Troy University. He was a true Trojan, and I just thought it was awesome that the athletic department and the Troy City Schools and Board of Education or whoever allowed that to happen. And I wanted to recognize them here on our show tonight. I got chills at the game.
Yeah, I did too, man. Okay. Nathan Knox, he does.
Very thoughtful guy.
And he also brings us some good food.
Well, he feeds the film crew.
He didn't feed our sideline report.
He didn't get our sideline report. Well, he brought enough for him. We just couldn't get it to him.
Couldn't get it to him.
So we ate the overflow.
He said Coach Branson gave him half a Snicker. Poor James.
There was enough food up there for you, James, but we ate the overflow, so sorry.
Oh, man.
Did you get out to Oktoberfest on the square this weekend?
I was about to go.
Yeah?
Something come up. They do such a good job.
I did. I'm telling you, they really do. Leanne Harold Wyndham has done a great job up on the square. They had Oktoberfest this weekend. A couple weeks ago, they had a car show. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna put my Bronco in it next year.
Oh, all right.
Yep. I'm gonna have it painted and spiffed up, and that's my goal anyway. Is I don't want to go to these big car shows. You know, I just want to do a little Troy on the square. Put my Bronco in the. I think that'd be cool.
Can I put my vehicle on?
Yeah.
Little Nissan.
Yeah. It'd probably win the category.
There you go.
The non category.
The non-category.
The wreck category.
Yeah. But yeah. Hey, speaking of Leanne, her husband Tommy. Let me tell you something. That dude, he was sitting behind us.
Yep.
coming in, just talking.
Well,
Friday night.
let's set the stage.
Yeah.
They had a reunion
Yeah.
at homecoming. It was the class of 1990, which was my wife's class, by the way, and I'm on the blacklist for not going to the reunion. I chose to do the Charles Anderson football replay football, and I didn't go to the class reunion, so I'm in the doghouse. But anyway, Tommy leaves the class reunion and comes to visit me and Wally in our TV booth.
Yep.
Now
Sure
go
did.
ahead.
And Tommy said, "Man, I've been reading the receivers. I don't know why they won't throw them on a wide out
Yeah.
or a wheel route."
Yeah.
And Tommy sat up there for 30 minutes talking about it, and I'll be daggone.
They ran it?
We ran it and scored a touchdown with it. So, Tommy, man, you missed your calling, bro.
Tommy's always had a sports mind and intellect like that. I enjoy talking sports with Tommy. He called that one.
He sure did.
He called that one. But going back to the square, his wife, Leanne, she just does a wonderful job. I can remember when we were kids going up to Bird's Drugs or Western Auto or Stanton's or anything. The square was such a neat place for our parents to take us. And then the square kind of got unpopular there for about 25 years. And what a resurgence on our square. They got those lights at night, and the middle is so manicured, and all the businesses, there's the Sips, Mama Goldberg's, Birds, I mean, Francesca's, I don't want to miss anybody, so I don't want to start naming them.
Yeah, well, Lyle Wise let me know that he
did?
was upset that the big painting in Yanni's Francesca's
Didn't have
Wise
Wise off
supply. So I tried to explain to him that's just one section of
I got you.
the thing.
But just a sense of pride on my hometown square. It's such a neat place to go and hang out and relax, and they got bands and social events and Oktoberfest this weekend and the car show a couple weeks ago. It's always something going on. And Leanne's the spark plug of it all, and it's always something going on downtown. And Melissa too. Melissa helps. But it's just really neat, our downtown. I enjoy our downtown area. And I got a sense, I don't know why, I just got a sense of pride about our downtown area. It's really neat. Really neat.
Well, I'll tell you one thing. One of our big-time followers, Fred the Dorfman,
Oh, yeah.
he texted me and told me that, he calls in the John and Barry
Every week.
sports line every week and plays the
Pick
David have a
three.
picture of John and Barry. I thought he did. But the pick three, there he is.
There's John and Barry.
But Fred the Dorfman loves them too.
Yep.
And he's already a one-time winner, but he did text me this afternoon and said he went 0-3.
Fred the Dorfman
and
did?
blamed Auburn and blamed Oklahoma for just not doing their job.
Well, it just so happened that I saw Barry at Sisters Friday at lunch, and he was letting Fred the Dorfman have it, saying he called in again, put his picks in, and I said, Barry, please don't let Fred the Dorfman win again. We'll never hear the end of it. We all got a big laugh out of that.
Fred the Dorfman, that's a Chevy Chase movie thing.
Yeah.
But anyway,
we have fun with that. But that is fun. And hey, we got talking about the square. We got lots of commentary, and I got a lot of questions about Troy University moving the Homecoming Appreciation Day parade over to the university. So I wanted to take a second and give everybody a quick update, which is we don't have an update. I just didn't hear anything about it this week. So that tells me that since nobody's heard anything, yes, no, maybe, it's still on the table. It's still on the table. Yeah, the chopping block has not been chopped.
but when did they put that roundabout up? I went slam over the thing. Didn't know nothing about it. When did y'all put that?
Right there by the baseball field?
Yeah.
It's been open about a week.
I hit that thing wide open.
You didn't notice that there wasn't a red light there anymore?
I didn't.
Oh, the red light's been there since you were 10 years old, but you didn't notice it was gone. Lord have mercy, man. Man, I'm so ready for this cool front to come through. They
Oh yeah.
I'm done with the heat.
Because
you know fat boys hate the heat.
Heck yeah.
But it's supposed to ease through tonight while we sleep, and
Maybe get a little rain from it.
maybe get a little rain. Yeah, but they're saying when we wake up in the morning, it should feel a lot better. It's the last I saw. But there ain't no cool front out there right now. It's still hot. My truck said 86 when I drove up.
Oh, did
86.
you were a little late though when you watching that Braves game?
Yeah. Yeah, is it still 1-0 in the ninth? I think
so.
We'll give you an update on that.
But hey, you ain't said nothing about my little bobblehead guy. Hey, Dave, throw that up there, bro. Can you get that?
Wally. Wally has ordered a bobblehead off the internet of himself.
Okay.
Tell us what.
Okay, let me
tell
tell
us,
you what the deal is.
Tell us why you.
Okay,
yeah.
this is the whole.
Go
deal.
ahead. Go ahead.
I sent out a thing to all my buddies, including you.
Yeah.
I said I'd love to display some old toys that we grew up with. Mr. Potato Head.
Yep.
And the Mr. Slinky guy.
Mr. Slinky puppy.
And everybody said, "Oh,
gotta do a bobblehead.
I'll bring you Evil Knievel and all that." I hadn't gotten nothing.
I said Star Wars.
Well, Star Wars. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, somebody, I think it was Michael Gregory, said, "Why don't you just do a bobblehead of you and Neal?"
That's a great idea.
So I said, "All right." So they were pretty expensive.
Really? So I won't be ordering myself one.
Well, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna get one. We might have to do a GoFundMe page because it's like $110. So if you want
do a double,
yeah, you think they would do a GoFundMe? But that does look like me a little bit.
Yeah.
Let me take
it looks. Yeah.
the golf thing. But I did look at the one I wanted to do that had two heads on it with a microphone.
Oh,
Sports
cool.
Chat, Neal and Wally.
Yeah, let's do it.
Well, we
get it paid for.
Well, we got to get a GoFundMe page for. I'm holding this GoFundMe. I don't know how it works, but I love this.
But you want to do it, GoFundMe.
But I want to do it.
I don't know how it works, but well, me too. I want to do it too. Just get some money. Everybody, give us some money. Well, speaking of the heat and all, shoot, man, I spent the day in Prattville yesterday with my daughter's travel ball softball team, and we played all day, and I coached all day, and it was hot. It rained one time, and we played through it and got wet, and then we went to the final game. We went to the final game and ended up losing the final game in a international tiebreaker, and my girls were just heartbroken. It was so hard to tell them how proud I was of them. There they are right there. This is the
well, if y'all
that's
lost
my
the
girls'
tiebreaker game, that's the coach's fault.
You think so?
I think so.
Well, it may be. I'll take the blame because those girls right there laid it on the line. That's my daughter on our far right, on TV's far left, with the two hands on her knees. And
well,
boy,
congratulations,
they played good,
though,
man. They did. They played great. These girls are from Ayrton, Troy, Opp, Andalusia, Elba, all over. I mean, this is a true travel ball team. And these guys, I mean, they play hard. I'm telling you
the
what,
shirts say American.
It's Apex Fast Pitch, so it's just AF. And they just laid it on the line. I was so proud. It's so fun coaching those girls. I just love it. They're so coachable. I don't know. Not that Sydney's group wasn't coachable, but this group is just so coachable, and I just have a good time with it, man. And it's just awesome.
Congratulations, brother.
Thank you. And I wanted to give, we talk about high school sports and college sports. I wanted to give those girls a little recognition right there. Also, I was the guest picker for the Coaches Connection last week on WTBF with Chip and Cott and Ralph and John Mike. And
I didn't get to hear because I was out of town. But,
yeah. Well, the only problem with picking was this mass supervisor.
That's what I heard.
Showed up. There he is, right there in the studio. I'm trying to make my picks. Showed up and wrecked the party. I mean, just come in there, slinging paper, firing folks left and right. Ralph was scared to death. Look at him. Look at Ralph. Look at Mr. Ralph. He's like, what's this guy's behind the desk?
Now, let me ask you and all, how in the world y'all think it's being? I'm at a conference in Orange Beach.
This guy came in and started slinging paper and grabbed the microphone and started firing folks live on the radio and went behind the desk, scared the stew out of Ralph. But he eventually left. We threatened to call the law. And eventually left. And we ended up getting our picks in. I was 6-2. Hold up, I was 6-2. I got Pike County, Pike Lib, Brantley, CCA, Highland Home, Laverne, and I missed Charles Henderson and Ayrton. I was 6-2. We got a call coming in. Sports Chat with Neal and Wally. What you got on your mind? Who's on the line?
This is Brandon Adams.
Hey, Brandon, what's going on, man? Thanks for calling. What you got on your mind tonight?
Just want to talk a little high school football with Neal and Wally. How you guys doing?
Man, we doing good tonight, man. Charles Henderson took it on the chin Friday night, Greenville, 21-10, and we're still reeling over that a little bit. That was a big region game.
That was a big region game. What about that barn burner down there between Luverne and Goshen?
Wow, 1 point.
One point, man.
27-26. I mean, that's about as good as it gets for high school football right there, isn't it?
It is, and that's tough to fight back the way Goshen did and then fall short by 1 point. 1 point.
Absolutely. And, man, that's
Coach Snyder and Coach Riles, just two iconic coaches, and I got a feeling they may play again.
Oh, yeah.
Don't you?
I see it down the road, Brandon.
I do. I got a feeling they'll probably see each other again, but there's one other 2A school that I feel is a sleeper that people may need to watch out for that is still undefeated.
Who's that?
This season.
Who you speaking of?
Long.
G.W. Long.
Yeah, and they got Ayrton coming up pretty soon.
I'm going to tell you what.
They do in 2 weeks. But they still are undefeated. I believe
Wow.
they're going to be a sleeper, and that's one you may want to keep your eye on.
Brandon, I want to tell everybody real quick, I just got a text that the Braves have jumped ahead 3-1 in the ninth. They got to hold on.
Braves in the playoffs?
Braves in the
And
playoffs.
I've been watching all afternoon. Freddie Freeman let me down.
Oh.
Bases loaded.
Is he on your-
2 out and flied out to center field. And I quit watching it to call into the show.
Well, darn, you missed.
Well, thank you for calling, though, Brandon.
No problem. But hey, go Braves.
That's right. That's right. Maybe they can hold on and win 3-1. The text said they were ahead 3-1 in the ninth now, so they've rallied. They were losing 1-0 the whole game, and
Hey, just one other big mention, and I'll let you guys go.
yeah,
Brantley Friday night, big win over Elba.
huge win.
Big defensive stops in the red zone, and Elba walked away with no points.
I heard
that, yeah.
And that game right there, Brandon, had huge playoff implications as well.
It really was huge, and they're still on the schedule. Coming up, still big region play games to be played.
It is. Well, Brandon, tell us about your show on Friday nights.
I'm with Wiregrass Sports, so every Friday night at 9:30, you can tune in to Wiregrass Sports and see final scores from all over the Wiregrass, including fan call-ins and coaches interviews.
Yeah, it's good. It's an awesome
Friday
show.
night, we actually had a little rolling Coach Jones on from Brantley. He was still on the field.
Wow.
And he was on the show live right after the game.
How about that? That's cool, man.
Brandon, I was going to call you, but my phone's dead because of our sideline reporter has to use my phone to do the. So I apologize, but I'm going to call you this Friday.
Normally, Wally or myself calls into Brandon's show and gives a Charles Emerson update, but we'll get it done this Friday night. I promise you, partner. But you got a great show going. That's an awesome idea to have a post-game show like that live on Facebook, and you got a good thing going, man. That's awesome. You do a good job of it too.
Yeah, thanks, Brandon.
Appreciate it. Appreciate what you guys do.
Well, thank you, Brandon. You have a good one, man. Go Braves.
You too. Go Braves.
All right. Chop, chop, man. They're ahead 3-1 in the night. So, yeah. And, hey, before we take our first break, I just want to reiterate what we said to start the show. We had a Neal and Wally sign at game day on ESPN.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, how cool is that?
That is.
I mean, that's just
Kim
cool.
was supposed to call, but
We might get her later.
oh, she's on the phone.
Send her in.
Go ahead, send her in.
Send her in. We'll catch up on the commercial. I know he's mad about the commercials.
he's mad about the commercial.
We'll catch up on the commercials. I promise you. Send Kim in.
Is this my favorite cousin in the world?
Yes, it most certainly is.
Hey,
Hey, Kim, how you doing? You on? Thanks for calling the show.
No problem.
Okay, tell us about the sign thing. That's what the fans want to know about.
Well, when we got to game day, they said, hey, do you like a stock to hold up on TV? And I'm like, well, sure. And so I looked at my husband and I said, well, what should we say? And all I could think of was, why don't we just say something like, hey, Cal, go feed the dog. But my husband goes, that's stupid. So I said, well, Wally texted me a while ago and asked about the game. So I said, well, I'll just put you guys up there. So I just said, hey, Wally and Neal, that's game.
That is awesome.
is cool.
That is awesome.
Well, how was the experience? Did you have a good time there?
Oh, my gosh, yes. We've been season ticket holders for 30 years now. So this is kind of like, just typical for us. But this thing was really big because of back in
The rankings.
5-0, and everyone said that Auburn was going to be a big, tough game, and how, this is a big test for Florida and all. So it was really great to go. And, of course, when game day shows up, that's always a big thing. So.
Yep.
Well, were y'all worried when Lee Corso put on the Gator head, or?
No, but I know that's a big jinx, Dan. We usually beg him not to do it.
Oh, dude.
But it's kind of, we've kind of learned just kind of ignore Lee. God love him, bless his heart. I sent you a picture of me with him. He's got a big head, you know that.
Oh
right?
yeah,
Oh,
that's
yeah,
what
I've
I
seen him.
heard.
I've met him.
Well, I got one question for you, Kim. What was the deal with Emmitt Smith? Y'all don't give him a lot of love down there. That's kind of strange. What's the deal with that?
Well, you know, Emmett was our favorite son, but when he became we got his the National Football Hall of Fame induction there,
Yep.
he never once mentioned the Gator.
He did.
Oh, he did.
Never once mentioned playing for the Florida Gators.
Wow.
And the second rub was that we had the Ring of Honor there. And when he was inducted into the Ring of Honor for Florida, he couldn't come because he was too busy dancing over the
Dancing with the Stars.
Show. So he couldn't come then either. So it's kind of like, that's strike two. We don't wait for strike three for the Gators. We're done.
Good gracious.
When he actually ran down, I was there at ESPN when they had he ran down to do the pick and stuff. A lot of us kind of just turned our backs or didn't bother to even clap.
Ooh.
Oh my goodness, that's crazy. Well,
He's got some making up to do, doesn't he?
Yes, he does. He has a tendency to show up whenever his popularity starts to wane. But we all kind of like, yeah, damn it, hi, how you doing? But, you know.
All right.
Well, Kim, that was awesome of you to do a sign. We sure appreciate it.
Yeah, that was so nice of you. And again, Kim is a cousin of mine. She lives in Orlando, and she watches the show. And just a good person. She comes to Troy sometimes.
Yep.
Yeah. Come see Uncle Fred and Aunt Tess. But again, and good friends with Dr. David Bradford, by the way.
Okay.
Aren't you?
And he was there. I didn't know her.
I saw that on Facebook. Yeah, because we don't have a lot of Florida fans here in Troy.
No.
But I did play your Florida Gator fight song to open
the show tonight.
up.
I heard that.
Oh,
Did
gosh.
you guys even see the sign?
Well, I saw the picture of it.
We saw the picture. Yeah, that.
It's on
We
there.
looked. I looked. I hadn't seen it, but again, we appreciate you doing that, and we put it all on Facebook and stuff.
Yeah, big time. Thank you, Kim. We appreciate you calling.
No problem. Anytime. Go Gators.
All right,
thank
baby.
you.
See. Bye.
We'll take our first break of the night, and we'll be right back.
Breaker 19. I see some smokies up here on 231. Ollie, what are you doing up in that big rig at Tyler Transport? Oh, baby, I'm driving for Tyler Transport, brother. Wally, you got to have a special CDL license to drive these big rigs, man. Sure. I know, but if you do get your special CDL license, you need to go see them at Tyler Transport. Hey, they offer special benefits packages, competitive pay, you're home on the weekends, and also they got those new glide packages on those rides. Give them a call, 566-7474. Here I come, down there. Good gravy. What are you doing at the gas station? Oh, gas station? What are you talking about? I'm going into Preston's, man. Right across the street from Walmart, inside of Flash Mart. Man, it's the best steak in Fort Alabama.
I heard it was the best steak.
Y'all come on in.
All right,
Man, it's time for lunch.
Come to lunch, Preston.
Buddy, what are you doing at Rosemont on 231 in Troy, man? What are you doing that time?
Oh, Neal, I'm going to put some 25 on this bad boy.
Oh, Lord, 25?
Yeah.
They can make 25? Hey, they can do specialty rims at Rosemont here in Troy, Alabama. Hey, they also do brake work and change your oil, anything under the hood here at Rosemont on 231. And they can even give Wally some 25s for his rim. 566-3413, Rosemont on 231. Wally, what in the world are you doing, man?
Man, I'm here training for the Olympics.
The Olympics?
Yes.
Well, you're at the right spot out here at Extreme Athletics. They do gymnastics, tumbling, cheer, sports, all types of stuff. They got great trainers, good things. Hey, 770-FLIP. Give them a call. Hey, what y'all check Mr. Waller? Oh, Lord, you're okay. Give them a call, 770-FLIP. Man, what's that noise? What are you doing with that air conditioner heating unit?
Neal, my air conditioner went out last night, and I'll tell you what, I watch YouTube, and I know how to do all this stuff now.
Look, Wally, this could be really dangerous, man. You need to call Matt Johnson with Stone Cold Heating and Cooling, 268-0917. Licensed, insured, and bonded. You need to call Matt Johnson,
Hey,
Wally.
Neal, what does this red thing do?
Don't pull on the red wire. That could be dangerous, man. What'd you do? Don't pull on that red wire. Good gravy. Now you've done it. Call Matt Johnson with Stone Cold Heating and Cooling. Man, what are you doing with that pine straw down here in my maple orchard?
Oh, Neal, man, I'm going to have your Japanese maple orchard look like Augusta, International, baby.
Man, if you want your yard to look like Augusta International, you need to call Blake Turner with Turner Mowing. 465-0600. The grass is starting to get green. Everything's starting to bud. My Jack maples are all blooming. Call Blake Turner with Turner Mowing. 465-0600. Oh, my God.
You sexy thing, you. I believe in miracles.
I played this for the Braves.
Since you came along,
Who is it?
you sexy thing.
Hot chocolate, man.
Sexual chocolate?
No, hot chocolate.
I know a sexual chocolate.
No, that's from the movies.
Oh, okay.
That's made up. But I thought I'd play that for the Braves, man, because we believe in miracles. They got this thing going. They're going to be up 2-1 after tonight, I hope. Hey, it's time for the Facebook Funny, and then we'll read our sponsors and get started back with the show. Put the Facebook Funny up there, Dave. Let's see if it's any good this week. Filters back in the 80s. Ink pen.
Yeah.
How bad do things have to be for both of these to be in town? You got the Ghostbusters and Mystery Machine. You got the Ghostbusters and the Mystery
That's
Machine.
not a good sign.
Scooby-Doo and the Ghostbusters getting gas.
That's not a good sign, man.
That's cool. I love
You
that
get some
one.
good ones, man.
That's good stuff. Hey, let's pay the bills real quick before we get going. Sponsors are the Old Barn Restaurant in Goshen, Turner Mowing, Alabama Real Estate Connection, Southern Animal Hospital and Pet Resort, Crease Agency Insurance, Pig Cafe, Deep South Apparel, Severa Rouse Baker, Hastings and Reeves, Attorneys at Law, Crows of Brundage, All-Star Collision, Jones Medical Supply, Health Actions, UPS Store, Hooks Barbecue, Marco's Pizza, Troy Eye Care, Preston's, Stone Cold Heating and Cooling, Bill Jackson Ford, Road Mart, Glow on the Square, Bird's Drugs on the Square, PS Falk Furniture and Enterprise, K-Rose Fitness, the Matthews Law Firm in Ozark, the Troy Messenger, Trojan Auto Parts, Southern Scents and Sensations, Simply Southern Kitchen, Raymond's Barbershop, Flo's Restaurant, Alabama Restoration, and No Mess is Too Big for Ren Anderson. Green Hills Funeral Home, Wise Office Supply, Fat Man's Barbecue in Montgomery, Big Ben, Town and Country Flooring, Southern Grill and Patio. We got to get that Southern Grill and Patio commercial cut when they get the grills in, like they want them. Tyler Transport. If you need a job, call Lee Hussey at Tyler Transport. They will get you hooked up. PC Plus, Extreme Athletics, and Outdoor Power Equipment. We did have some high school football this weekend.
Sure did.
It got exciting as Brandon Adams called in and let us know. And Wally and I filmed the Charles Henderson game Friday night, and they lost a tough region game, as Brandon was alluding, 21-10 to Greenville. The game was just riddled with personal fouls and turnovers. Charles Henderson gave Greenville a pick six. They fumbled early and gave it to them on the 9-yard line for a short field. And Wally, I care how good you are, you just can't win like that.
No.
That's a hard game to win when you set it up like that. And before we get into Wally's statistics, we got some highlights from the Brantley-Laverne game, which Laverne was able to pull out. And run those highlights, Dave, the Brantley-Laverne game. This is Brantley in the green and Laverne in the white.
And while that's going on, I could read some of the
read some of those stats.
Tucker Kilcrease was 11 for 20 for 89 yards and a touchdown. Rushing, Tucker also had 14 carries, 69 yards.
Mm-hmm.
Pittman, 11 carries, 45 yards and a TD.
Yep.
Mr. Owens, he had 2 carries, 13 yards and a TD. Receiving, Burnett, he had 6 receptions for 62 yards and a TD. And on defense, Neal, Owens, he had 4 tackles with 1 sack, and Mr. Cook had 4 tackles with 2 sacks. That final score, Brantley 21, Elba 18.
I was fixing to say I misspoke. They played Laverne last week, and Laverne beat them, but they Brantley beat Elba this week, and I was mistaken. This is Elba in the white and Brantley in the green. And this is a good run from Elba around the left side. This is a good power run right there by Brantley. Oh, fumble, Elba got it. Elba faking a punt. Didn't work. 13-12 is your score right now.
Ooh,
Big sack by Brantley. And there was a holding call on the field as well. interception by Brantley. No, he came away with a catch. Gilcrease, one of his completions out in the flats. Again, Brantley pulls away and wins this game. Ooh, that's shut down. Big power run right up the middle for a touchdown. They're playing in Greenville. They're playing in Brantley. I'm sorry, they got the green jerseys. I'm having an off night.
Yeah, we're having nice. Those Braves, man.
Braves got me fouled up, yeah. Elbow with a completion. Brantley wins it 21-18. A tight contest the whole way. Big time win. Playoff implications.
Exactly.
That was the live game last week, and I hope you enjoyed those statistics.
All right, and I can give we'll stay in Crenshaw County. The CCA, Neal, let me tell you, man, these guys are bad
On
to
a
bone.
roll. Coach Wayne Grant has got them going, man.
They played Lakeside, and the defense has given up 2.17 points a game, and the team has given up 3.3.
That's just laughable.
They said this the second in the state, public or private. That's how good they are.
Wow.
Defense has not given up a point since the third quarter of the Pike Lib game. That was the first game. Lakeside was 1-10 on third downs. That makes teams 9-66, which is 13% all year. Rushing John David Taylor, 15 carries, 126 yards. John Austin Roper, 5 carries, 115 yards, 2 TDs. Tristan Jordan, 11 carries, 74 yards, 3 TDs, man. Again, Eddie Billings, Dr. Billings said they had CCA had more penalty yards against them than Lakeside had on offense. That's incredible. Woo. All right, Charles Henderson, 10, Greenville 21. Jonathan Carter, 13-yard TD run for the Trojans. Mm-hmm. He had 12 carries for 62 yards. Caleb Geis had a field goal for 34 yards, and Puka Jones finished the night 17 for 36. But again, I don't know if Puka's going to play Friday because he was one of the kids that got ejected. Jalen Collins for Greenville intercepted a pick 6 to seal the game. There was 25 penalties, 4 player ejections. So hope they can learn from that. Our friends Bullitt County, a 48-18. Mm-hmm. Coach Peters, man, they've done such a good job. Kadoris Owens had 3 touchdowns. Keith Williams, the quarterback, had 2 touchdowns. And Jamarcus Foster, he had 2 touchdowns as well. Pike Lib, 50. Abbeville Christian, 14. They broke the losing streak, which is good. The Patriots converted the score on only scored 13 points in the first and fourth quarters. Patriots had 5 different players score touchdowns. Let me tell you who they were: Chip Faircloth, Davis Allen, Connor Cox, and Drew Nelson. But let me tell you something about Davis Allen. This is Representative Wes Allen's son. Mm-hmm. Neal, he had a 75-yard kickoff return and an 80-yard interception, pick 6, man. You know what that means, don't it?
That, to me, sounds pizza-worthy.
Pizza-worthy, baby.
Let's do it.
Davis Allen.
Let's do it.
He is the player that will win the Pizza of the Week. And now let's talk a little bit about Ayrton. Big game, man. 29-8, man. That's why a lot of people lost the Beat Wally contest, because a lot of people had Abbeville. Blake Carroll had 16 tackles. Zach Ward had 10. Landon Thrash had 4 tackles. Harrell had 8. Ayrton had 220 rushing yards, and they had 120 passing yards. Brian Smith had 26 carries for 166 yards and 1 TD. Blake Carroll had 19 carries for 51 yards and 2 touchdowns. So, again, that was a big game. The Goshen Luverne, Neal. Yep. Goshen 26, Luverne 27, a nail-biter of a game. Brian Galloway, 4 for 13 on his attempts for passing. Had 91 yards and 2 touchdowns on rushing.
Braves win.
Can't believe they didn't play off. Rushing to Marcus Shipman, 4 carries, 6 yards. Brian Galloway had 21 carries for 204 yards, 2 DDs.
That Galloway kid's something else.
Yeah, and one was like a 95-yard touchdown run. I mean, that's scatting. Raekwon Martin and Trey Dix both had 2 Ds as well for Goshen. Defense, Mikael Avery had 10 solo tackles. Jordan Simpson had 10. Good gracious. Let's see, Brundage, Providence.
Yeah.
Big time game there. You know, Johnny Duck Bulldog kept us informed. Derek Myhan, 7 rushes, 108 yards, and 2 TDs. His brother, Derek Myhan, 10 rushes, 118 yards, 2 TDs. Laffy, I guarantee that's Bulldog Johnny.
Got to be Bulldog Johnny. He can give us some first-hand stats. Sports Chat with Neal and Wally.
Hey!
Bulldog Johnny, man, I'm so sorry to hear about the death in your family, and I hope everything is going to be okay. I know it will, in the hands of the Lord. But tell us about that Providence Pike County game. Was the game ever in doubt? Was Pike County just dominate? Did they just dominate that game?
Well, it started off not too good. We only had, they held us so good in the first quarter. We only had 1 possession the entire first quarter.
Oh, so Providence ball controlled it the first quarter.
Right, and then they jumped out to a 3-0 lead. And then on some of them highlights I sent, they were some real good tackles we put on them, and then we busted loose for some big runs.
Which are showing right now on our show.
And but now there was that first one where we sacked their quarterback. They was going down to score again to make it 10-7, and we just held them out of the end zone right there.
Awesome.
Stopped them on a big sack, and then Kayvon Caffey, number 12, he had a great game as well. He got back there, sacked the quarterback a few times, and caught a pretty touchdown pass right at halftime to put us up 20-3.
Yep.
And come out second half, and it was the Reynolds and Myhan show. Each one of them had over 100 yards rushing, and I added it up, which was 393 yards of rushing between those 3.
I got you. Well, hey, is Slocum going to be kind of a snoozer this week, so everybody get their injuries and bumps and bruises well?
It should be. I mean,
let's hope
I don't
so.
know how good they are, but the one I'm waiting on is next week when Coach Dubose and them come to town for homecoming, which is the TV game that week.
Gotcha. Awesome. Well, thanks for calling, Bulldog Johnny. And before we get off the line with you, we might as well let everybody know Bulldog Johnny is the back-to-back Marco's Pizza winner on the Beat Wally contest.
Yeah,
man, you are the.
You actually see though what I put on there the other day?
Yes, you
Look at it. You
undefeated,
see
man.
your
Look
picture
at
up there?
Look at
Who's that guy with you?
Who's that guy with you on television?
I guarantee the victory on that. And Wally, I need you talking about got you a bobblehead. What would even look better would be a supervisor bobblehead.
That's it, man. Supervisor bobblehead.
And you need to talk to the supervisor too, because me and my dad got some complaints about Providence over there Friday night. We had to walk almost 15 miles to the bathroom.
Unbelievable. Well,
Somebody needs firing over there.
good gracious.
Well, thank you for calling, Bulldog Johnny. You have a great week. Check in with us next time.
Thank you.
All right, see you, bud. We're up against a hard break. We'll be right back for the roll call of scores.
What are you doing in the surgery room at Southern Animal Hospital Pet Resort?
I'm about to circumcise this dog.
Man, don't circumcise that dog. Let Dr. Steve Barron help you with the spaying and neuter process. Give him a call. Southern Animal Pet Hospital Resort, 770-1838. You got to be a medical professional and board certified to perform these kind of dog procedures on surgery. Give him a call. Southern Animal Pet Hospital Resort. Hey.
Mr. Neal, is this the crazy guy that does the sports show with you?
Yes, it is. Wally, what are you doing up here at Globe? How long has he been up here?
He's been up here for like an hour, and he hasn't moved, and he's scaring all the customers.
Wally, I know you said you were going to Globe to get Holly a birthday present, but you're taking this a little bit to extremes, don't you think? Acting like a mannequin? We're going to have to call the law. Come to Globe for all your needs. Up on the square. Globe Boutique.
Hey, Neal, how are you today?
I'm good. I want some of these chicken nuggets. Well, I want them down here at Crows and Brundage. Wally, what are you doing in the kitchen at Crows and Brundage?
Oh man, I'm trying to steal the secret sauce recipe.
Man, they're not going to give you the secret sauce recipe. Put that sauce back. Patsy, now he's got the sauce. Unbelievable. Come see them at Crows and Brundage. Hey, they got fried okra, catfish on Friday nights, wings, honey barbecue wings, any kind of wings, and the best chicken nuggets in the world. Come see them. Crows and Brundage. Thank you.
Man, what in the world? You just dang T-bone me right here. What in the hell? You playing with fidget spinner? Wally, did you have a wreck?
Mr. Wally?
Man, this girl right here is playing with this fidget spinner, texting on the phone, and T-bone me right here in the parking lot. I was about to go pay my speeding ticket.
Right here at the police station?
Yeah.
Well, luckily at the police station, we can just call All-Star Collision 808-8822. Are you okay?
I'm fine. I'm sorry. Can I have the fidget spinner back?
Yeah, you can have
Please,
it.
Mr. Wally.
All
Thank
she's
you.
worried about is a fidget spinner. Call All-Star Collision for all your accidents. 808-8822.
You gained donuts?
Good morning, everybody. This is Neal from Sports Chat with Neal and Wally. It's time for my morning biscuit. I want you to look how big that biscuit is. I'm gonna put this butter on that biscuit. Came from the Pig Cafe out on North 3 Notch. Go see Yanni, get you a real biscuit. Hey, Wally,
Hey,
what you got there?
where'd you get that biscuit at?
This is Pig Cafe on North 3 Notch. Where'd you get that?
Oh man, 231, one of those big box chain stores out there in Neal.
Man,
They even got a paper straw.
Man, look at the size of that little thing. Look at
Good
it.
gracious.
I'm about to put butter on this. Is 3 times the size of
I
that.
should have gone see Yanni.
Go to the Pig Cafe on North 3 Notch or call them for catering 334-770-0134. Get a real biscuit.
Don't want a wimpy biscuit.
Y'all know
What is this, a cello symphony?
Come on, Wally.
That's good.
It's dead silence.
What movie is that,
I
man?
don't know. Field of Dreams?
That's Rudy, dude.
Rudy?
Rudy. Ah, man,
Nobody
y'all.
knows.
That
Yeah,
was
nobody
Rudy.
knows
Rudy.
that
I
is,
bet,
man.
and I know who
I'm
knows on.
going to make an administrative decision that I'm in charge of all music coming up soon.
Rudy Rudiger. Hey, I bet
We
down
got,
the
James,
phone.
we got James Sparrow on the line calling in to give us a hard time and to give us a Braves update. What you got, James?
Well, I thought I'd give you a hard time since you was late to the broadcast of Carl Henderson watching the Braves game.
I had to watch the end of the Braves game.
And I was worried you weren't going to be there for this one, so
Man,
I
about
watched
kid.
the end of the Braves for you, and you missed a humdinger now. I'm telling
What?
you.
Tell me what happened in the ninth. We were losing 1-0 when I had to come to the studio.
Yeah, top of the ninth, Josh Johnson led off with a double.
Whew.
They pitch ran for him.
Rain Man.
That guy ended up stealing third at some point in time. They got 2 outs, so with 2 outs, they walked Freddie Freeman intentionally, bring up D'Angelo Swanson, and he proceeds to hit a double down the line to score 1, and then the next batter behind him, I'm not familiar with the Braves lineup that well, hit a single to score him and Freddie Freeman to take a 3-run lead, and then the Braves bullpen or closer came in and shut them down.
You ever seen Josh Donaldson hold that umbrella up after he hits a home run going around first and second?
Oh, yeah.
Come on, man. You got to
Man,
love that. Why?
this is a conspiracy
Oh,
going
my
on
God.
because I just get a text from my dentist, Dr. Billings.
Yeah.
It's the biggest Pirates man in the world, and he just dug me and said, "Oh, Braves just
Braves
won."
just won. That's
and
right.
James calls ragging on the Braves, and it's a
Did the Cubs
conspiracy.
play today?
Cubs didn't.
Oh,
get
they
a
get ready for
playoff.
spring training, aren't they? They Christmas
I don't know if
shopping.
they're not in the playoffs, but they fired their manager.
They did.
Big conspiracy.
They're starting all over in Chicago. They don't even know who's going to coach them.
All right, well, I'm going to let y'all go. I got
Thank
to
you,
go
James.
see the official World Series champ Dodgers play.
Oh,
Hey,
yeah, here
cut
it
my
goes.
grass if you can help
Talk
me
to
out.
you later, man. Have a good one.
All right, y'all.
Legendary James, he helps us a lot.
Hey, him doing the sideline
Oh, it's
broadcast for our Friday night games is it's a whole different level.
yeah, it's incredible.
Whole different level. Anyway, pizza winners: Davis Allen, Marco's Pizza, one pizza large topping, and Johnny Doster, Bulldog Johnny. Roll call scores. High school scores.
Go ahead.
It's gonna be. Wait, this is rough. This is a rough day for us.
Just
isn't
give
it?
us the scores.
Okay. Brownlee 21, Elba 18, Georgiana 32, plays at home 0, Kinston 55, McKenzie 34, Ayrton 29, Abbeville 8, Houston County 67, Barber County 30, Daleville 68, Cottonwood 29, GW Long 57, Geneva County 51, New Brockton 50, Calhoun 14, Sampson 19, Central Haydenville 21, Luverne 27, Goshen 26, Highland Home 49, Zion Chapel 0, Pike County 47, Providence 10, Slocum 42, Houston Academy 7.
Strawn 27, Geneva 32, Bullock County 48, Beulah 18, Andalusia 21, Williamson 0, Ashford 28, Catholic 55, Dale County 37, Booker T. Washington 22, Headland 22, Alabama Christian 28, Charles Henderson 10, Greenville 21, Carroll 3, Rehoboth 6. Rehoboth scores 6 a lot.
6 a lot, yeah.
What's the deal with that? Tallahassee 12, Valley 34, Dothan 44, Carver 20, Eufaula 50, Park Crossings 29. And while we're here talking about Park Crossing, did you see where Eufaula kicked off from one time in that game?
Oh my god, on a 7-yard.
David, show the kickoff.
That's correct.
Eufaula got Park Crossings got 4 personal fouls, dead ball after the touchdown. Eufaula kicked off from the 7.5-yard line.
I got a question, Mr. Ref.
Go ahead.
Could they kick a field goal?
No.
I saw on Facebook
That's
where
only
somebody.
that's only after a fair catch.
That's what I thought. But they said
Yeah,
Russ Probst did that, but that can't
No,
be right.
he didn't do that.
That
It's
can't
only
be right.
after a fair catch can you make a choice of a free kick and try to get 3 points. Only after a fair catch. And some people were saying, well, why did he onside kick? Well, there wasn't 10 yards available. We were on 7.5. Anyway,
Pike Live 54, Abbeville 14, CCA 38, Lakeside nothing. The Cougars keep rolling down there in Luverne. Coming up this week, Andalusia hosts Daleville.
Andalusia is at Escambia County. Abbeville hosts Daleville. Goshen hosts Calhoun. Barber County hosts Ayrton. Brantley is at Red Level. Bullitt County hosts Prattville Christian. Greenville hosts Beauregard. Charles Henderson is at Carroll of Ozark. Dale County hosts Trinity. G.W. Long is at Houston County. Pike County hosts Slocum. Eufaula hosts Russell County. Georgiana is at Elba. Geneva hosts Houston Academy. Crenshaw Christian hosts Jackson Academy.
Zion Chapel's going to host Central Hayneville. Enterprise is off. Ashford hosts Headland. Strawn travels to Wicksburg. Highland Home hosts Luverne. Geneva hosts Cottonwood. Heaven is at Ashford. Dothan is off. Daleville is at Abbeville. Tallahassee hosts Rehoboth. I bet that's going to be 6-0.
6-0.
New Brockton is off. Opp hosts Providence. Kinston hosts Pleasant Home. And Pike Live is homecoming
I think it is homecoming.
for Fort Dale.
And what's the Beat Wally games?
We're going to do the Pike Live
Okay.
and Fort Dale.
Fort Dale.
We're going to do the Tallahassee and Rehoboth.
All right.
We're going to do Highland Home and Luverne.
Okay.
We're going to do the Zion Chapel and Central Hayneville.
Zion Chapel, Central Hayneville. Gotcha.
And we're going to do...
Gotta have 6.
Yeah, let's do... This is going to be a good one. Greenville. No. Eufaula hosts Russell County. That's going to be a good one.
All right.
And then the game of the week, TC2, is Charles Simpson at Carroll, and that's going to be the total points.
Total points.
And I'll put that on Facebook tonight.
Good deal. We'll take another quick break. We'll be right back for some college football action. Stay tuned. What's going on, Monopoly man?
Oh man, Neal,
You got money going everywhere.
I have bought up every bit of Troy, Alabama, but I'm missing a few spots right down here. Who can I call?
Man, you need to call Toby and Dina Adams at the Alabama Real Estate Connection. They'll let you finish buying all of Troy and Pike County. They're the best agents in town. They will work the hardest to get you the best deal. Give them a call, 566-4765. I promise you, you won't be disappointed. Hey, they're dealing at the Alabama Real Estate Connection.
Well, hey there, Mr. Wally. How you doing?
Doing well.
Good. How'd you get in here?
I better not tell you.
They don't even open till 4.
Well, I'm waiting to hear Mr. Lenny Traver play, and I'm gonna get me one of these bad boy steaks that they won an award for.
Best steak in the state. Also, best catfish awards a couple years in a row. Hey, my personal favorite is the fried shrimp and the cheese grits. Also, not mentioning the cheese biscuits that come out before the meal. You're going to love that.
I know.
And a little live music, like you said, Mr. Lenny Traver, you can't beat it down at the old barn in Goshen, Alabama. Come see them.
Come see us.
Roughing the kicker. Roughing the kicker.
What kind of call is that? You can't see nothing.
Yeah, I
you can't
can.
throw a football flag in a basketball game.
Yeah, I can.
You need to go get your eyes checked, like for real check.
Where at?
Troy Eye Care, 566-7172. Troy Eye Care on Highway 87. Don't be calling basketball unless you get your eyes checked. Blake, where's your dad?
Let me come outside, house flooded.
The house flooded. Are you kidding me? What in the world? What in the world, Wally?
Man, 3 pipes busted, my house all flooded, Neal.
You have got to be kidding, man. Why didn't you call Rand Anderson at Alabama Restoration, 371-5591? You wouldn't be wearing goggles and snorkels and slinging water out the front door? Unbelievable. Alabama Restoration,
No disaster is too big. 371-5591. Give them a call today.
Wally, what you got there? Hey, man, I'm fishing for sharks, dude. Cane pole and wigglers? Oh, heck yeah, man. When you wear deep south apparel, you look good, you feel good, you can fish good. Well, I got on these. What you got? I got a big shark. Could be Charles's cousin. With a cane pole. No, Pete Van Horn. Deep South Apparel. Look for him on Facebook. Deep South Apparel. You might catch a shark. Wait a minute. Break it. It broke. Broke. The shark broke the hook. We gonna get him next time.
What? Is that blue spandex?
Come on, man, really? That's awesome. That is, huh?
We beat kids up listening to that when I was middle school.
That is the one-hit wonder Matthew Wilder. Come on, man.
What year
Really?
was that?
I don't know what year it was, in the 80s.
That is hot. You talking about, you
Ain't
fire
nothing
me.
gonna break- Ain't nothing gonna break my stride.
We're going to have to do a poll. Who does best music, Neal and Wally?
I'll put it out there now. Don't get
Let's do that. Let's do that. Who does the best music?
I'll put it on Facebook. We'll see.
We'll do it
Facebook
tonight.
and Twitter. Who does best music?
You know they're going to pick me, man.
Well, they might. They might. I might be wrong. I know. I think my music's better, and you think your music's better. So I
We'll
mean,
let the fans decide.
never know. Hey, last week we said it was October and the real football would get started, and that things would work themselves out in college football, just like they always do. And well, it did. Florida knocked Auburn from the ranks of the unbeaten. Also, some other things happened. Troy went to Missouri, got beat 42-10. Their record falls to 2-3 on the year. Caleb Barker was 15 of 26 for 92 yards. He threw one TD, but he had two big interceptions. Gunnar Watson came in for mop-up duty after the score got out of hand. He was 5 of 9 for 58. Trevon Woolfolk rushed 18 times for 62 yards. And Troy's defense gave up 278 yards through the air with 3 passing touchdowns. They gave up 165 yards on the ground and 2 rushing touchdowns. Missouri scored both ways. Troy's off this week, thank goodness. They play South Alabama here in Troy on Wednesday the 16th. That's Wednesday week. Troy plays South Alabama. We need to pack the vet. That is a big Sun Belt game.
Sure is. And Alabama, Neal, they're off
Yeah.
this Saturday. They're going to play Texas A&M, College Station. That's going to be a 2:30 kick, CBS. A little bit about Auburn. They lost to Florida, of course, 24-13 on Saturday behind 4 turnovers, despite a great effort by the Auburn defense.
Yeah.
Bo Nix showed he still has lots to learn, and he was not ready for the Florida defense that is loaded with NFL talent. Nix was on 11 for 27, 145 yards, and 1 TD. Let's see who this is.
Sports Chat with Neal and Wally.
Hey, Neal and Wally, it's Coach Hogan.
Hey, Coach Hogan, how you doing
How
tonight?
you feeling, buddy?
Man, had your surgery getting better? Everything okay?
Yeah.
Good deal.
Yeah.
What you got on your mind tonight, Coach?
I tell you, I just wanted to give Brundage a props against Providence because, Kenny Keith's coach is down there. Coach Moody's down there. And
Yeah.
I wasn't able to go down there, but Coach Moody was down there on the sidelines keeping me up to date. And I talked with both of them after the game and the next day. And when Kenny and Ricky both, when they tell you that Brundage is physical and fast, he said it was the most physical team and the fastest team they had that he's ever played against. Said they were much better than they were last year.
Wow.
And Providence ain't no bad.
They're not a
they're
bad
not.
football team, are they? That's right.
They're well coached. They got good kids. They're hard nosed, and they don't give up. But I'm gonna tell you, like Coach Bradshaw told me one time, if you can't catch them, you can't tackle them.
That's just absolute truth. You got to catch them first, don't you?
Coach, wasn't Frog on your defense on that state championship game?
He
Yeah, Frog played a corner.
he played some tight end or slot back too, didn't he?
Maybe earlier, by that time we were totally independent of each other, offense and defense. We practiced 10 minutes together on Tuesdays and did goal line, and that was, and then they like to beat themselves to death. We
Yeah.
couldn't let them go live with each other because they would just
It hurt you.
That's right. They were that good and that tough.
Yeah.
I got you, Coach.
Yeah.
Well, Coach, thanks for calling, and
I appreciate it.
and
Yeah, I
great
feel better.
Great luck with the recovery from the surgery.
Well, thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
We appreciate you watching, Coach. That means a lot.
All right. Well, like I say, Fred and Joey Dennis and that bunch, they're doing a heck of a job
They are.
getting those kids in physical shape and the endurance. And you know, they got 22 players and only 14 of them play, and very few of them just come off the field.
I know they go
That's a tough thing to do.
they go the whole game, Coach. They're in impeccable shape.
Yeah. And look, they don't get hurt. They don't get hurt.
They sure don't. It's gonna be very interesting down the stretch to watch them make a run on that thing, and we'll.
Yeah, I definitely think they're gonna make a run.
Good deal.
Most definitely.
Well, Coach, continue to do your rehab, and we'll yell at you later.
Okay, you guys, y'all keep on doing what you're doing. I love your commercials. Appreciate you talking to me.
Thank you, Coach.
All right,
Have a
great
good
to
one.
see you,
Always
bud.
good to hear from you.
Bye.
Coach Mike Hogan, the legendary coach from Charles Henderson. He's retired now. He had some little, was it knee surgery or hip surgery?
Knee surgery.
Knee surgery. And we hope he's on the
He
mend.
was a tough defense coordinator back
He
when I
was,
was with.
boy. He was. We'll take our last break of the night. We'll be right back to wrap up the show.
What you got, man?
Man,
What's wrong with this thing?
I done wrecked my kayak, man.
What'd you do? Run into a weather buoy out there?
Yeah, I ran into one of
Out
those
in the
weather
Gulf?
views. Yeah, I sure did, man.
Unbelievable, man. What are we gonna do? What are we gonna do about all this?
I don't know,
We're
man.
all cracked up.
I got to go
Hey,
see
man,
that
you
lady.
have any insurance?
Ma'am?
Insurance?
I don't have any
He
insurance.
should have went to Crease Insurance Agency out on 231 and got him some insurance. Now he's got to pay cash money for this kayak, doesn't he?
Yeah, he sure does.
Listen to the beach worker right here. He's got to pay cash for his kayaks. Visit Mike Crease, the Crease Agency, the only insurance agent you'll ever need.
Hey, Neal, what's going on, brother?
What are you doing with that wood?
Oh, man, my neighbor's out of town, so I'm going to fire me up a barbecue pit right here.
Wait. I don't think this is a barbecue pit.
Yeah, it is a barbecue pit. I'm hungry, man, so I'm going to make some barbecue.
Haven't I told you, call Hooks Barbecue, 808-8008 for all your barbecue needs. Go through the drive-thru, get you some ribs, get you some barbecue. What are you doing at James Sparrow's house? This is not a barbecue.
I think it's a barbecue grill.
That is not a barbecue grill. All your cater needs when your family comes home, 808-8008 Hooks Barbecue. They'll handle all your barbecue needs.
Hey, Neal, man, I need some help, man. I watched Point Break last night with Patrick Swayze.
What happened? Here comes the lifeguard.
Same guys yesterday, you already wrecked my kayak and got an insurance.
Are you okay?
Man, I think I pulled
Pulled your leg
my
muscle?
leg muscle.
You're going to have to go to Health Action to get that worked out with physical therapy. Give them a call, 670-5435. Health Action's in front of Hooks Barbecue. Man, I hope you're okay.
I hope too.
Wally, where you been, man?
Neal, I've been across the street
Good
over
Lord,
there.
what are you going to do with all that?
I was across the street over there. The line was out the door, man. And I saw the UPS store, so I thought I'd come in here and see if I
I'm
can
glad
get
you
the
came
mail.
to the UPS store.
Welcome to the UPS store. Let me help you with that.
Good, look at this, man. Can you help him mail all this?
Yes, sir. Absolutely.
Good deal.
I'm
Hey,
taking everything for you.
Grade A customer service at the UPS store. Give them a call today, 566-9470. Don't go across the street. Go to the UPS store for all your copying, printing, and shipping needs.
Neal!
Man, what have you done?
Man, I done messed it up.
The wind got caught in that umbrella.
Man, I can't. Oh, no, here's your
Hey man, you again? You already crashed my kayak yesterday and got an insurance claim about drowning surf earlier. Now what happened?
I don't know, man. Are you injured?
Yeah, I might have to call Jason Jones. What's that number?
You gonna need a splint?
A splint and some oxygen.
Call Jason Jones at Jones Medical. He's gonna need a splint for this injury on the beach. 566-1002. Medical injury at the beach. Can you believe it? Of course. Now that there's a competition, you come out with some good stuff now.
Oh, I'm gonna win, man. Who is that?
Who is it?
Canned heat, man.
Canned heat. See,
Yeah,
everybody's gonna like that. Now that there's competition, you back to normal stuff.
Let's bet on lunch tomorrow
We will.
that they gonna vote me more than you.
Thanks for checking in. We'll see you next week.
I was hoping.